Okay, still driving. I went home, packed the lunches. I just dropped off my oldest at school. Now I'm going back to Flatiron this hot mess of a hair that I've got and take my youngest to school. And then after that, I promised something, and there's something else I gotta do for my fiance. He takes up a lot of time sometimes. But yeah, there's something else there's another errand there's another errand that I have to run, and then I gotta do some work for the day. I have not eaten yet. The only thing I had is the almond milk latte from Starbucks, which I counted as being the same amount of calories as a macchiato made with almond milk, which is like 130 calories. It was like 7 carb, 4 protein, and maybe 2 grams of fat, something around there. I don't know how accurate that is. Okay. I don't know how accurate that is, honestly. I may go back and try and look online and then just do the math based on what they say a tall would be, right? And then divide the number of ounces and then multiply the number of ounces that are in a venti. So yeah, sometimes tracking does require some math. I say actually I probably got really good with math because of tracking. Just to give some quick insight into my background with health and fitness, I am 40 years old and I started my lifetime journey to be a healthier person when I was 14 or 15, and I was in 9th grade. I remember exactly what it was. I woke up, I think it was a Saturday morning. I was living in a foster home at the time. We'll get into that in another video. It came up hard for a minute. I was living in a foster home at the time, and I was literally like, I want to go take a walk. I want to get healthy. And that's what started it. That's really what started it. My junior year of high school, that's when I started macro counting, was my junior year of high school. So I've been doing this for a long time. I've always been into exercise. You know, I don't weight train. I do weight train, but right now I work out at home, so I have free weights, a basic bar. I'm a little limited. Soon I will be joining a gym again. I had joined a gym. It was great. Then COVID happened and everything got shut down, unfortunately. So I canceled the gym membership and I kind of built like a mini gym at home, which is very basic. Like I said, I have free weights. I have kind of a bar, but it's not that great. Like I need a better one that offers like more, it's larger than what I have, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And then I need a bench, and then I have just a basic walking treadmill. It's not even like a high-powered treadmill that you could run on. I mean, I think technically you could maybe do a light jog on it, but I wouldn't recommend it. It was like $300, and it's been fantastic for what I need to do, what I use it for. But yeah, after the wedding, that's when shit's gonna get real. But for right now, I'm just doing what I can. So, scrambling again. What am I talking about? I'm talking about how I started my fitness journey. So that was years ago, you guys. Again, 40 years old right here. Hashtag 40. I turned 40 last November 2nd. So I'm in my 40th year now. Yeah, what else can I say? I've been pretty healthy. I've been pretty into health and fitness for most of my life. I would say, this is really embarrassing, but it's the honest truth. I would say I treated myself the worst from the ages of probably 34 to 38 was probably when I was an asshole. Like most people go through a partying phase in their 20s. I went through mine in my 30s, and the reason for that is because I do have 2 kids. I got married when I was really young, and I went out and did the whole club thing for a while, but it was always, I was married, and I didn't really get wild until after the marriage kind of fell apart. So yeah, my ex-husband and I separated in 2015, and then divorced, obviously, and he's remarried now. We're still friends. My ex-husband and I are still friends. Quick side note, just because I do want to put this out there, even though, like, you know, I have an ex-husband or whatever, like, I still fully support myself and the boys. Like, he helps out when he can every now and then, and I say when he can. My ex-husband does very well for himself. He's a 6-figure income earner, okay? I am not. I am not that. I have worked really hard to get myself in the position that I'm in now, but trust, I pretty much handle everything on my own. When the boys need something, obviously he gets it for them. He handles like their big expenses and stuff, like back to school things or whatever, but I don't get paid court-ordered child support. So your girl is 100% doing it, all right, on her own. And I've come a long way. The boys and I went through a really, really difficult period of time in our lives. There was a time when we were like, you know, sleeping on the floor. Then we were on a mattress, and then our car broke down, and I was like, Ubering them to school, Ubering myself to work. I'd walk part of the way to work just to save on the cost for Uber. Y'all, it was crazy. I look back at that. I was selling random shit just to have money to pay for rent. I was living with my cousin. It was crazy. Your girl went through a lot. So we'll get into some of that fun. I don't know if it's fun, but we'll get into some of that history at some point during this journey. But that's just, you know, I'm just sharing. I'm sharing with you what's real, and that was a really difficult time. I remember, like, my cousin, as she, you know, did the food stamp thing, and we were like pulling all our resources together just so like we can like feed her. You know, she has a daughter, my niece, so just so we can like feed our families. It was insane. It was insane. I went to like one of those food banks, you know, I frequented that to get stuff for the kids. Like, looking at where we are now, I don't want to get emotional because I may get emotional. I'm a Scorpio. She gets emotional on the inside though. Outside, straight face. Inside, but yeah. Looking back to where we've come from to where we are now, I swear to God, God is good. God is good. It's been such a blessing. It's been a humbling experience. Okay, running it back to just the fitness part of my life, not so much like the crazy stories I can tell you just trying to survive in this day and age as a single parent. Yeah, so I've always kind of been into health and fitness. Okay, I think I'll pause right now. I just sort of wanted to pop in so you can kind of see what I look like in the daytime, and in natural light too, because I think like the lighting in my apartment makes me shadows in all the wrong places. And then also I look very orange. Side note, this probably will be a long video by the time all is said and done, because you're just gonna be with me for the long haul, I suppose. And like I said, I say you're gonna be with me for the long haul as if anyone's gonna tune in. Probably no one will tune in, and that's okay. I'm really okay. I'm at peace with it. Like I said, I've been wanting to do this for a while, create a YouTube channel, share my life experiences, and just kind of find a way to hold myself accountable. It's also a bit therapeutic for me, just sharing a little bit of my life out into the world. I've been doing it for a while on my Instagram, which is DM Primates, but again, that is a private account. I may make it public at some point. But I've been doing this for a while, so I figured, well, I do it on Instagram, why don't I just take the next step and do it on YouTube, you know? So that's what we're doing. That's why we are here. We are here on the YouTube. And because my account is private, I know most of the people that follow me on a personal level to some degree. Sorry, I have a weird apartment guy holding a clipboard. Oh, I actually don't know what he's doing. Okay. Kind of awkward. All right, I'm going to conclude it here. See you to the next one, the next clip.